Alright guys, Mr. Puppet back again, and hey if you're new here, welcome to the crew where we're all about keeping those pores clear, tackling stubborn blackheads, and just diving deep into the world of acne removal with a friendly vibe and zero judgment. Because trust me, we got this acne removal journey covered together. So yeah, before we jump into the nitty-gritty of those pesky double trouble blackheads, I just want to take a quick moment to say a huge thanks to all my returning viewers. You guys rock, seriously. Your support and those awesome comments keep this whole thing buzzing and make it feel like a real community, not just me talking into the void over here. And if you're new, well, buckle up because you just found your new skincare home base, where we break things down simply, share tips that actually work, and yeah, have a little fun while we're at it. Now, if you're wondering what this channel is all about, here's the scoop. I'm super passionate about acne removal techniques, understanding blackheads in ways that don't make your head spin, and creating effective skincare routines that won't just help you get clear skin, but keep it clear for the long haul. We're talking everything from the science behind those blackheads, because knowing your enemy is half the battle, to practical, doable steps you can take at home, or even prep for your next dermatologist visit. And hey, if you want to expand your skincare horizons, don't just stop here. I've got some awesome sister channels where we dive into related topics like deep pore cleansing, tackling other types of acne, and even some fun DIY stuff that's surprisingly effective. I'll link those up in the description because why keep all the good stuff to ourselves, right? Alright, so here's the vibe I want to set for this channel and for our little community. Think of this as your skincare squad where you can feel comfortable asking questions, sharing your own stories, and basically getting real about what works and what doesn't without all the hype or the harsh products that sometimes just make things worse. We're all in this blackhead battle together, and honestly, that's what makes it fun and motivating. If you ever feel overwhelmed or like you're not making progress, just remember, you're not alone, and there's always a way forward that doesn't involve torture or endless guessing games. And while we're on the topic of community, I want to encourage you to subscribe if you haven't already because every subscriber isn't just a number. It's someone who's ready to take control of their skin health, learn new things, and support others on the same path. Drop a comment too. Whether it's a question about your own blackheads, a skincare tip you swear by, or even a little rant about the struggle, we're all ears here. Sharing your experiences helps everyone feel less isolated and more empowered. Plus, it's always a blast to see how different skin journeys unfold and how we can all learn from each other's wins and fails. So yeah, to kick things off properly, I want you to know that this channel isn't about quick fixes or miracle creams that promise the world and leave you disappointed. Nope, we're about understanding what's actually going on with your skin, especially those stubborn double trouble blackheads that won't quit, and then using smart, gentle techniques that protect your skin barrier while giving you results. We'll break down the science in everyday language, no weird skincare jargon here, just simple explanations and practical advice you can trust. Before we dive into the actual removal and care, take a moment to check out some of the other videos on the channel where I cover basics, like how to identify different types of acne, why blackheads form in the first place, and how to set up a daily routine that keeps you on track. And like I said, the sister channels are a goldmine for more detailed stuff, from facial massages that boost circulation to ingredient spotlights that cut through all the hype about what's trendy and what's actually effective. Alright, and just a quick heads up, if you ever feel uneasy with any of the techniques we cover or if I'm pushing too hard on something, please shout out in the comments or hit me up directly. The last thing I want is for anyone to feel stressed or unsure because skincare should be empowering, not intimidating. We're here to build confidence along with clear skin, so that's a promise. So yeah, that's the vibe. Warm, real, and packed with useful info to help you in the blackhead battle without losing your mind or your skin's natural glow. And if you stick around, I'll be walking you through everything step by step, sharing my own tips and tricks, and even some behind-the-scenes stuff that usually doesn't make it into the main videos because hey, skincare is a journey, not a one-and-done deal. Alright guys, so now that we're all settled in, if you want to get the most out of this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, maybe ring the little bell so you don't miss out when new videos drop, and definitely get involved in the comments. This is a two-way street, and I love hearing from you. That's what keeps this community alive and kicking. Plus, I might even feature some of your questions or stories in upcoming videos, so keep them coming. Okay, so that's part 1 done. Just a little heart-to-heart to get us started right. Next up, we're diving into what exactly these double trouble blackheads are, why they're so stubborn, and how to prep your skin so you don't end up with irritation or redness. It's gonna be detailed but super doable, and trust me, once you understand what's going on beneath the surface, you'll feel way more in control. But for now, hang tight, explore the channel, and know that you've got a friendly guide in me ready to tackle those stubborn blackheads side by side. Keep those pores clear and your confidence high, because this is just the beginning of a clearer, healthier skin journey. Alright, see you in the next one. Alright guys, Mr. Puppet back again, and now that we've set the stage with some warm hellos and got that community vibe going strong, it's time to zoom in on the real star of today's show, those infamous double trouble blackheads. Yeah, you know the ones I'm talking about, those stubborn little buggers that seem to dig in deep, hang around way longer than you want, and just refuse to quit no matter how many cleansers or scrubs you throw at them. So yeah, let's break down what makes these blackheads so tricky and how we can get ahead of the game with some solid prep before even thinking about extraction. First off, double trouble blackheads aren't your average surface-level clogged pores. Nope. These bad boys are usually a combo of excess oil, dead skin cells, and bacteria all jammed together in your pores, but what really makes them double trouble is how deeply embedded they can get. It's like they form a little fortress inside your skin that's not just about surface dirt or oil, but a mix of factors that keep them stuck tight. And that's why just washing your face won't magically make them vanish. They need a bit more attention and care. Now, before we jump headfirst into trying to pop or extract these little guys, which, by the way, I always advise doing carefully and with the right tools because we don't want to damage our skin or cause inflammation, you gotta set the stage right. Preparation is everything here because if you rush in without properly prepping your skin, you might end up with redness, irritation, or even scars, and nobody wants that. So let's talk about the basics of prepping your skin like a pro. Step 1 is gentle cleansing. This means using a cleanser that effectively removes dirt and excess oil, but doesn't strip your skin's natural moisture away. Think of it like cleaning a delicate surface. You want to get it clean without scratching or drying it out. Using a cleanser that's too harsh can backfire by making your skin produce even more oil, which just fuels the blackhead fire. So yeah, go for a gentle, preferably sulfate-free cleanser that suits your skin type, whether it's oily, dry, or somewhere in between. Alright, once you've cleansed, the next big prep move is warm steaming. This is a game changer because steam helps open up your pores, loosening up all that gunk inside and making those blackheads easier to extract without forcing anything. You can do this by leaning over a bowl of warm water with a towel draped over your head to trap the steam, or if you're feeling fancy, use a facial steamer. Just be careful not to overdo it. About 5 to 10 minutes is plenty, and make sure the steam isn't too hot to avoid burning your skin. This step is like giving your pores a little invitation to relax and get ready for the next steps. Once your pores are nice and open, it's time for mild exfoliation. But hold up, this isn't about aggressive scrubbing or harsh exfoliants that can damage your skin barrier. We're talking gentle exfoliation, either chemical or physical, that helps to soften the skin surface and loosen the debris inside your pores. If you're going chemical route, ingredients like salicylic acid are fantastic because they penetrate deep into pores and help break down the buildup that traps oil and dead skin cells. If you prefer physical exfoliation, opt for something with very fine particles or a soft brush used lightly so you don't irritate your skin. This step helps prep the skin further and sets you up for smoother, safer extraction. Okay, so now that your skin is prepped, let's chat about tools and techniques, because using the right stuff properly is key to avoiding any unnecessary skin trauma. Extraction tools, like come-done extractors, can be super helpful for those deep-set blackheads, but if you're not careful or don't know how to use them, you might end up with broken capillaries, redness, or even infection. The golden rule is to never force anything that doesn't come out easily. Patience is your best friend here. Use the tool gently, Apply steady but light pressure, and if a blackhead isn't budging, it's better to leave it alone and maybe try again another day after more prep or consult a professional. And of course, hygiene is a must. Always sanitize your tools before and after use to keep things clean and avoid spreading bacteria. Speaking of bacteria, that brings me to the importance of aftercare, which you want to start thinking about from the moment you finish your prep. Aftercare is crucial because it helps soothe your skin, reduce inflammation, and prevent those blackheads from coming back with a vengeance. I always recommend using soothing, non-comedogenic products. These are skincare items formulated not to clog pores, which is exactly what you want after extraction. Ingredients like aloe vera, niacinamide, and chamomile extract are great for calming irritated skin and helping it heal faster. And while we're on aftercare, lifestyle tweaks can make a huge difference too. Things like keeping your pillowcases clean, avoiding touching your face unnecessarily, and not picking at your skin outside of a proper extraction session all help keep bacteria and dirt at bay. Also, maintaining a balanced diet and staying hydrated supports your skin's natural health from the inside out, which can reduce excess oil production and improve overall skin texture. So yeah, prepping properly with gentle cleansing, warm steaming, and mild exfoliation, plus using the right tools carefully, sets you up for a safer, more effective blackhead removal experience. And the aftercare? That's your secret weapon for longer-term success and keeping your skin calm, clear, and happy. We're not just zapping blackheads here, we're building a routine that respects your skin and helps it thrive. Alright, so now that we've covered what double trouble blackheads are and how to get your skin ready to tackle them, next up we're going to move into the actual removal process and share some hands-on techniques that keep your skin safe and minimize redness or damage. But first, make sure you've got that prep down pat because it really makes all the difference. But trust me, once you get this prep routine dialed in, those stubborn blackheads won't stand a chance. So yeah, keep your pores open and your skin happy, and we'll be ready to dive into extraction like pros in the next part. Alright guys, hang tight and I'll see you there. Alright guys, Mr. Puppet back again, and now that we've done all the prep work and understand those stubborn double trouble blackheads better, it's time to roll up our sleeves and talk about the extraction process itself. The big moment where patience and precision really come into play. This is the part where a lot of people get nervous or jump in too quickly, but trust me, if you handle it right, you can safely remove those blackheads without turning your face into a red, irritated mess. So yeah, let's get into the how-to of safe and effective blackhead extraction. First things first, patience is key here, don't rush it. The goal is to coax those blackheads out gently, not force them out with brute strength, because that's a fast track to skin trauma or even scarring, and nobody wants that. So, after your skin is prepped and pores are nice and open from steaming and exfoliation, use a clean come-done extractor or even your fingers wrapped in clean tissue if you're careful, but tools are definitely the way to go for precision. Now, hygiene can't be overstated. Sanitize your tools before you start and wash your hands thoroughly to keep things as clean as possible. This reduces the risk of infection, which is super important because you're basically giving your skin a tiny open wound with each extraction. When you're ready, position the loop of the extractor gently around the blackhead and apply light, even pressure. Think of it like coaxing a tiny pearl out of an oyster, not cracking the oyster open with a hammer. If the blackhead doesn't come out with gentle pressure, don't force it. Instead, leave it for a later session after more steaming or exfoliation. Trying to force a stubborn blackhead can result in broken capillaries, bruising, or worse. So yeah, patience and a gentle hand are your best friends here. Once you successfully extract a blackhead, you might notice some redness or slight swelling. That's totally normal, but it should calm down quickly if you've been gentle. Avoid touching the area with your fingers afterward because that can introduce bacteria back into the pore and potentially cause infection or even more breakouts. This is where aftercare steps really start to shine. After you've finished your extraction session, it's time to soothe and protect your skin. Use a gentle, alcohol-free toner or a calming serum containing ingredients like niacinamide or aloe vera to reduce inflammation and help your skin bounce back faster. These ingredients are amazing because they calm redness, strengthen your skin barrier, and reduce the chance of post-extraction irritation. Avoid any harsh or pore-clogging products right after extraction. You want to give your skin a break and let it heal. Also, steer clear of heavy makeup or anything that might clog your freshly cleaned pores for at least 24 hours after extraction. Let your skin breathe and recover because it's in a more vulnerable state. And if you're heading out, don't forget a broad-spectrum sunscreen. Sun exposure can worsen redness and potentially cause pigmentation issues in those freshly worked-on areas. So yeah, sunscreen is your best post-extraction friend. Now, beyond just the extraction and immediate aftercare, maintaining a consistent skincare regimen is what really seals the deal on long-term clear skin. Keep up with regular gentle cleansing, exfoliation tailored to your skin's tolerance, and moisturizing with non-comedogenic products. This helps prevent new blackheads from forming and supports your skin's natural balance. If you're ever unsure about products or routines, consulting a dermatologist or skincare professional is a smart move because sometimes a little expert advice can make a huge difference. And hey, if you're feeling discouraged because those blackheads don't disappear overnight, that's totally normal. Clear skin is a journey, and it takes time, consistency, and a bit of love to get there. Don't beat yourself up if progress feels slow. Every small step counts, and you're building a routine that your skin will thank you for in the long run. Alright, so to recap this part, extraction done right means gentle pressure, clean tools, and no forcing. Aftercare means calming your skin with soothing ingredients and avoiding anything harsh or clogging. And long-term success comes from consistent skincare and sometimes professional guidance. We're not just popping blackheads here, we're caring for our skin with respect and patience. Okay, so next up we'll be diving into some of my favorite tips for keeping those pores clear and preventing blackheads from sneaking back in, along with some lifestyle tweaks that really support your skin health. But for now, focus on mastering the extraction process safely and getting comfortable with the aftercare steps, because that's where the magic really starts to happen. So yeah, keep those pores clean and your confidence high, because we're getting closer to winning this blackhead battle every single day. Alright guys, catch you in the next video.